Check, 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 check. Microphone check, 1, 2, check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Live now? Yeah. When did you go live? Did you just go live like 1 minute ago? 1 minute ago. Yeah, audio's good. We're good to go. You heard them, eh? They want to go on that marine. Maybe Paul can figure out what they want. Are you going to be on camera showing us? Yeah.
OCM.
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 OCM. We would like to acknowledge that Camosun College
is located on the traditional territories
Of the Lkwugen and W SÁNEĆ peoples.
In respect of these cultures, our college is proud to recognize
that Camosun is an Indigenous word meaning
where different waters meet and transform.
We are empowered to be a vibrant, life-changing center
where people from different backgrounds meet, learn together, and are changed.
Camosun College is honored for
the opportunity that we all have to work, learn,
and compete on these lands.
Haichka.
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 Haichka. All right, we're back. It's 2025. Welcome inside the Pacific Institute for Sports Education. I'm Dylan Marsden here with my partner in crime, Dan Phillips. We'll be bringing you the rest of the season on Friday nights for Chargers home basketball. Tonight, both teams come into this one in a bit of a struggle, both losing 9 in a row, but it's a new year and a new opportunity. Walk us through it.
Yeah, like you said, both teams are struggling at this point. There's no secrets here. OC is 1-11 and Camosun is 2-10. Both these teams struggled in the first half, but you have to put that all behind you in this first week. Getting off to a good start in the second half is imperative for both of these teams, both fighting for that 6th and final playoff spot in the PACWEST. So getting off to a good start this weekend is going to be key for both these teams.
Absolutely. And as you're saying, this is huge. This is early January, but these two teams are clawing at the bottom of the standings. There's no hiding it. Both teams want to forget whatever happened in 2024. It's time to look forward and see what they can do to push for a playoff spot. 6 teams make it to the playoffs in the PACWEST. There's 7 teams. These two teams are 6th and 7th in the league. So this is a big weekend. They're split in the season series 1-1. This is an opportunity for someone to break that tie this weekend, and it could be huge down the stretch of the season.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost got to be treated like a new season for both of these teams. Both these teams probably have a lot of new faces in the second half of the semester, as is quite common with PACWEST basketball. So it'll be interesting to see how those new faces are figuring into the rotations.
Right. Well, the OC Coyotes are 0-6 on the road. The Chargers 0-6 at home. Something's got to give. We'll have tip-off coming up after the anthems, and we'll bring you the play-by-play. Happy New Year, everyone, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
Good evening and welcome to the Pacific Institute of Sport Education at Camosun College. Before we start this event, we would like to acknowledge that Camosun College is located on the traditional territories of the Lkwugen and W SÁNEĆ peoples. Camosun is honored for the opportunity that we all have to work, learn, and compete on these beautiful lands. We now politely ask for everyone who is able to please rise and remove your hats as we play our national anthem. And now it's time for tonight's PACWEST Women's Basketball League game featuring the visiting Okanagan College Coyotes and your Camosun Chargers. Introducing the starting lineups for the Okanagan College Coyotes. Out of Kelowna, wearing number 4, Asia Orr. Number 5, Ayla Boleni. Wearing number 8, Jada Burden. Wearing number 10, Jasmine Montgomery Reed. And out of Okotoks, number Hunter, assistant Jessica Tupper, and Andrew G. And now, it's time for the stars of your Camosun Chargers. Running the point out of Surrey, wearing the ones of under the hat, wearing the 6, hey, Artston. From the mean streets of Cornell, Murray, BC, number 7, Jordan Brookhausen. And a Sherwood Park, Alberta, number 8, Ellie Io. And from the capital city of the PCS, wearing 17, Abby Ellison. The head coach of the Chargers, John Diedrich. Assistant, Chelsea Essenberg, Rhiannon Ware, and Sophie Leslie. Your Camosun Chargers. The officials tonight are Brooke Briscoe, Nick Bishropper, and Laura Mertellin. Officials, over to you.
Happy New Year, everyone. We're back. Chargers are back in action on the home hardware. The visiting Okanagan Coyotes are in town. They made the trip today. And we're in for a good one. This is a battle between two teams that have struggled as of late. 9 losses each in a row, battling for that last playoff spot. And we got to start talking about playoffs here in the second half as Brookhausen knocks it down from deep.
It's a good start for the Camosun women there, hitting the 3 off the opening possession.
And the Coyotes back the other way, getting right inside the paint and laying it up with the left hand. Good response by the Coyotes, and they're pressuring up 4.
Yeah, that's something that we'll watch all night as Brookhausen shoots a little corner jumper again and misses. The pressure from the Coyotes. How is Camosun going to deal with the pressure?
I mean, we've talked about it a lot, Dan. It's probably overstated at this point, but it's so important that the Chargers do not turn the ball over. They have 5 players on this team, and I'm not going to say names or call anybody out, but 5 players are in the top 8 in the league in turnovers. And Coyotes out and running in transition, and there's a foul on the play. As we get settled into this one, Dan, hope everyone had a nice break. I'm curious to see what the teams did over the break and how they might adjust how they're playing, and especially for the Chargers, it had to be an emphasis about those turnovers. Take care of the ball, care about this basketball tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we said in the open, probably a lot of new faces for both the teams here tonight, men and women coming in off of a semester break. Usually is the case for a lot of PACWEST teams.
There's a new face as Ellison misses, but the offensive rebound goes to Brookhausen. She's battling inside, tries to pass it back, but it's over and back. Coyote tracks it down.
Yeah, that's one of those turnovers, as we're talking about it, that isn't as bad. Dead ball turnovers, not much can happen. You still get a chance to set up the defense. So those aren't the type of turnovers that we're talking about tonight that we're trying to limit. It's more of those live ball turnovers.
It's a good second effort there by Brookhausen getting on the offensive glass. You need fight. If you're the Chargers, this is a big game. This isn't a mid-season, regular season, meaningless game. Not that there are many of that in the PACWEST. This is a huge game, as we've spoken about in the open, as the Coyotes knock it down. It's Borg for 2 inside. Season series is 1-1. And there's a live ball turnover, Dan. Just pass it right to the other team. You got to be better with the ball. the Chargers do as the Coyotes. Oh, I thought they almost lost that one out of bounds, but it remains Coyotes basketball. Shots going up from deep, and it goes in. Montgomery Reed, the former Charger, knocks it down, and the Coyotes out to an 8-3 lead early. Montgomery Reed spent some time here at Camosun.
Yeah.
And with her first shot on the former home court.
Yeah, from what I've heard, she's definitely not afraid to let it go from deep. A good three-point shooter she is.
We got a moving screen on the play, and it's going to go to the Coyotes. That's on
Carson there.
Taya picks it up, and she was really rolling in the first half for a few games there, and she had an injury, set back a bit, but really important player for the Chargers. Hopefully she can stay out of foul trouble as the Coyotes turn it over, and the Chargers will set up on the baseline against this Coyotes pressure. Look at this. And we'll see what happens. I'm sure other teams know about the struggles the Chargers have to take care of the ball.
So far, so good for the Chargers there in breaking the pressure, but
Coyote gets to her spot and almost hesitated. Should have shot the first one there as Coyote got open at the foul line, hesitated, and then once she did decide to shoot, it was off, and Coyotes have it as Montgomery Reed.
yeah, it looked like Ellie was almost a little surprised that she was as open as she was there, kind of looking to pass first, but.
Hunter driving, kicking. As the Coyotes work it around. Thrown away and foul. That's two mistakes in a row for the Coyotes, and the Chargers are going to have a ball. And those are the mistakes that, you know, the top of the standings, you don't see a lot of that. You throw it away in the middle of the floor, and then you pick up a foul 80 feet away from your hoop. Brookhausen inside, no good, it's loose, and we got a foul called on the play. The Chargers will head to the line.
Good take from Brookhausen there. She's been active early, getting to the hoop, and had three and started there. Going to see our first subs of the game here for the Coyotes. The second of the Hunters checking in, as well as Jade Montgomery-Wardenberg.
Brookhausen off the back of the rim and out. This is the first look at the foul line. The Chargers just stuck on those 3 points still from Brookhausen. And we have a violation, so the Chargers are going to get an extra chance here at the line. Brookhausen hit the three early, and now she's got the fourth point for the Chargers as she'll sub out, and here comes Marin Bilski into the game, returning to the Chargers lineup. She played for the Chargers in the past and is now back. She'll add some leadership and a good consistent presence on the court as well. The fourth-year player. It's a welcome sight for Chargers fans. Chargers trail by 4 early. Graywall has it. Here's Bilski with the ball helping in the backcourt. Can she help with the Chargers' issues turning over the ball, and we have a push on the play. Or was that an 8-second violation? It was 8-second violation in the backcourt. Chargers couldn't get it over in time. Good pressure there by the Coyotes as they take an 8-4 lead into the first timeout of the game. We'll be back right after the timeout for the first quarter action. Chargers struggled to get it over there. Got called on the 8-second violation, and the Coyotes doing a good job defensively so far. That pressure full court really causing some havoc as another 3-ball goes up by the Coyotes, and that one's off, and it's Graywall with the rebound. She rips it down. Good job by her. And the Chargers coming in transition fast. 3 balls up. Coyote, no good, back rim. And we go back the other way. Good defense by Graywall. She creates a loose ball, can't come up with it, and the Coyotes are just going to be perfectly positioned for an easy layup as the Chargers got a little excited and started heading out of the zone on defense as Ellison dribbles right into a double team. Good job by the Coyotes to create another turnover. 3-ball on the way, and it's nothing but net for Chahal. And the Coyotes now up 13-4. Chargers need to answer. Bilski on the fast break. Maybe had some contact there, but she does not get that one to go as the Coyotes throw it away, and back come the Chargers, back and forth here.
Quite the pace. I think probably both teams want to slow it down just a little bit from what we're seeing. Getting early look here from new Chargers player Maren Bilski as well as Abby Ellison here early in the first game of the second half.
I was just going to say Graywall was looking right at Diop. You could kind of see that pass was coming, and I think the Coyotes pressured it pretty well where it had to be a high pass off the hands of Diop. Another turnover for the Chargers.
Edie Nang and Jordan Freedom now checked in for the Chargers as well early here in the first quarter.
Good defense by Preet right into the game. Makes the Coyotes player pick up the dribble and pass a skip to the corner. 3 balls missed. A loose ball foul on the play, and the Chargers will get it. Graywall averaging 12.8 points per game coming into this one. On 32% from the field. We'll see if she can get herself engaged in this game on offense. And there she is, left open.
Wide open.
Graywall right on cue, no. And the Coyotes come up with it. Hunter has it, leading the break. Slows it and controls it. Coyotes running a bit of a cross screen down low and then sending the shooter out high. Diop just plays off her man, and the shot is missed.
Yeah, Chahal was able to make that first 3 attempt that she took, but missed the last 2. You mentioned Faith Hunter. She does lead this team, the Coyotes, that is, with 13 points, scoring 3 rebounds and 2 assists in her first year from Okotoks.
Bang inside, Diop, finger roll is off. And she missed a good look. It's a great look, great pass.
Yeah, big-to-big pass there, wide open layup, just couldn't get it to go.
Coyotes throw it away. She might have been out of bounds, no call, but the Chargers do get it. It's loose. Bilski controls, calm, cool, and collected, and that's what you want if you're a Chargers coach. Diop inside, 2 feet in the paint, triple team, throws it to the corner. Bilski has it, driving inside, kicks it. Preet, 3-ball on the way, no good. Diop inside with the rebound, and she's fouled and will head to the line.
Yeah, what's interesting there when Diop got the ball so low to the post, you hear from the bench, take your time, take your time. They don't want her to rush into a bad shot.
You'd like to see her kind of, when you're getting doubled, even a triple in that case, you don't want to go towards them. Yeah. You want to give yourself a bit of a dribble away from the double, and then you create all sorts of angles for yourself to see the floor a little bit better. But Diop ends up with a foul and a couple foul shots and hits the first one, 13-5. She hits both, and we'll see if that can get her going. 13-6. Montgomery Reed with the ball. Gotta be careful with that pull. She wanted to do it. And Diop, good defense to make sure she didn't get that off. But
really good backdoor cut and a bounce pass from her there for the easy 2.
Graywall over to Bilski. Bilski, the 4th year. There's the double again. And it's tipped out of bounds as Yang was headed to the hoop on the backdoor cut. But a good job by Diop. Catch and face the floor as she sees the double and she looks to pass out of that. And it's going to be interesting with the Coyotes doubling Diop, a terrific passer when she can get some space to make plays. She's a good playmaker. Cuts inside as Diop does, and this pass was off her hands. And another turnover for the Chargers. Here comes Montgomery Reed. Montgomery Reed against Diop, gets into the paint, going right hand, staying right hand. Diop, good defense, as she's really impacting on that end of the floor right now as the Coyotes miss. And the Chargers get it. Here they come.
Good job from Conda there, just staying straight up, being vertical the whole time, not fouling, playing good deep.
Yank dribbles it into the help of the Coyotes, and it's another turnover for the Chargers, and they're continuing to struggle taking care of the ball. Okanagan comes back, doesn't make the Chargers pay, and the Chargers get the stop and the rebound. Caillot in transition. Back come the Chargers. Bilski, Preet, looks inside. Nang doesn't want it. 3 balls up by Caillot, no good. Nang fighting, but she is called for the over-the-back foul on the rebound. Coyotes ball. Chargers struggling to score. 6 points here, half of those at the foul line as substitutions check in.
Yeah, Chargers came out hot, hit that early 3, but have cooled off since the beginning of the quarter here.
No field goals made by the Chargers since that shot. Coyotes looking to make them pay. Very spread out offense are the Coyotes right now, and they get a good look right at the rim by Ford.
Yeah, tough little right-handed scoop shot there from Ward, driving to her right.
Karsten, good job to just turn and go, and it's Caillot from the corner for 3.
I like seeing her set her feet there. She didn't rush the shot. She knew she was open, got set, hit that 3 from the corner.
3 balls up again for the Coyotes. They're just tossing up 3 balls tonight. Caillot bringing it back. Bounce pass to Brookhausen. Carson's going to try her luck at a 3, and she's going to hit it. Back-to-back 3s for the Chargers.
Yeah, here come the Chargers. Just as we said they had cooled off, we hit back-to-back 3s, and we got a brand new ball game, 17-12.
But announcers jinxing away. Montgomery Reed throws it up, no good. Loose, and Chargers basketball. Chargers clawing back, doubling their point total that we were just talking about of 6 with back-to-back 3s. Now at 12, 17-12. We'll see what the Chargers do against this press. Good job breaking it. Very composed. Caillot drills it.
Again, didn't rush the shot, set her feet, got right to the basket, hit the nice 3 from the free throw line extended.
3 in a row for the Chargers from distance. And we got a foul on the play. Montgomery Reed will head to the foul line. Great job by the Chargers, though, clawing back in this one, down 2 with 3 straight 3s. Allison in the game, a PCS graduate.
That's the word.
First day back. Montgomery Reed can't connect at the line. Allison, a guard, like we said, out of PCS. First team All-Star in the high school provincial tournament, and then went on to redshirt at Brandon, and now she's back and going to see what she can do to help this Chargers team in the second half. She's a shooter. She'll put them up. If she has space, she won't hesitate. Let's see what kind of impact that has for the Chargers offense. Caillot hands it off to Preet. Preet coming off the ball screen. Back to Caillot for 3, and we got
foul away from the ball there.
Hold on Black. So that's an interesting one. I think the bucket would have counted.
Yep.
The shot was going up when there was a foul on Black, but we are in a bonus. So that would have been a fun scenario to see what happened there, what the refs would have determined. But nonetheless, it's Carson heading to the line to shoot 2. Misses. 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. Chargers hanging around. A good start by Okanagan, creating a lot of turnovers and hitting some shots, with the Chargers roaring back into this one, down 2. And we'll see if they can get a stop. They need one more stop. Let's see if they can put a good end of the quarter together. Right-hand drive, scoop shot's no good by Hunter, and she's fouled, and she'll head to the line. Quick to her right tonight. Brookhausen picks it up.
It's going to be her second foul of the night. We'll see if she gets to play the last 21 seconds of the first quarter, as we have Faith Hunter on at the line.
Hunter connects at the foul line for the first one. They're going to keep Brookhausen in. No sub coming to the bench with 2 fouls. They are on offense, so all should be good. Well, you'd hope they're on offense.
Yep. Should be the last shot of the quarter here. We'll see what Camosun can do.
Kayo has it. 20 seconds to go off Okanagan's foot. They're going to call a football violation, and Chargers will get it a little bit higher up the sideline. I'm curious to see what kind of adjustments they make to the pressure of the Coyotes. Not that it's been causing them too much trouble. They've done a good job with it, but we'll see. Preet for 3, no good. Loose. Ellison inside, tries to go up through the towers of the Coyotes, and it's no good. Back comes Hunter with speed. Good defense by the Chargers, and that shot doesn't look like it's going to count. And they're going to count it at the buzzer. And there's no review here in the PACWEST, but from the eye of the broadcaster in the corner, that
didn't pass the eye test for me
that
either.
Didn't look like it got off on time. I'm not sure if they're going to just count it or talk about it. I honestly don't know the rule here, but I think they're just going to count it. The call on the floor is the call on the floor, and that's it. The Coyotes make a big 3 at the end of the quarter, 23-16. Heading into the first quarter break, we'll be back with second quarter action here in the capital city. Second quarter is here, 23-16, and you kind of watched that one back on the replay in the quarter break. Didn't look like it counted, so we'll see if that impacts the game near the end. That's a big 3 points for the Coyotes, and now it's a quick 5-0 run. Montgomery Wardenberg with the bucket. Ellison back the other way, tries to pass it off to Carson, out of bounds off the Coyotes. Chargers will keep possession, down 9. Graywall gets it into Carson at the high post. She'll work it around weak side. Chargers getting some good looks here as Kayo puts one up, no good. And an offensive rebound by Brookhausen. She's pushed. And another great effort by Brookhausen on the offensive glass.
Yeah, she's been everywhere in this first and second quarter now, doing a great job on the glass.
Hustle player for the Chargers has added some offense as well in this game with, I believe, 4 points. We don't have the stats up and running right now, but we will soon. As Brookhausen passes into Karsten. Karsten might have got away with a little bit of a travel. Graywall for 3. She's second in the league in 3 points, 3-pointers made. But that one doesn't go. Chargers looking to get stops on the defensive end. Nice pass inside by Hunter over to Borg. Coyotes are playing well so far. Karsten through the contact in transition. Gets that one to go. Back come the Coyotes. It seems that every time the Chargers score, the Coyotes just take it and go quickly off the inbound in transition. Transition off made baskets. It's impressive. And there's a foul on the play. It looks like Ellison was fouled. Iowa will inbound. And we got a substitution coming in.
Yeah, Chargers doing a pretty good job so far, I've said already, with the pressure. Hasn't really gotten to them yet, so maybe they did make some adjustments over the break. It's good to see.
Bilski for three. Banks it in. Late on a Friday night, Dan, the bank is open.
Bank's always open when you need it, Bill.
I needed it a lot in my career. Good to see Bilski on the board there for the Chargers. She's brought a bit of a calming presence for this Chargers team already in the first quarter, just slowing the game down. I think a lot of young players for the Chargers getting a taste of big minutes for the first time in their careers. And they seem that they're just moving a little bit too fast. Bilski, an experienced player, just looks a bit more calm, cool, and collected, and it's exactly what the Chargers need here in the second half.
Good defense there from Kaio on Faith Hunter. Driving left. She wants a screen.
Kyle has it. Kicks it back. Will Bilski try again? No, she doesn't. Gets it into Ellison. Ellison up and under. Gets back to her right. No. Karsten almost gets the and one, but she'll draw the foul and head back to the foul line. The Chargers down 6.
Yeah, Carson being a little bit of a menace there on the offensive glass. Couple of possessions in a row. 3 quick ones for the Coyotes there. So that's something to watch. Could get into the bonus pretty quick here if you're the Chargers.
Carson at the line is good. Makes it a 5-point game.
Yeah, Carson really solid at the line. 81% free throw shooter on the season coming into tonight.
We spoke about Brooke Housen earlier on the offensive glass. And she's top 10 in the league in offensive rebounds with 23 total as the Chargers create a steal, a turnover. Carson the other way, stops. Kyle pops, knocks it down from deep. Kyle hits another one. The Chargers within 1. Montgomery Reed, can she answer back? No, it's long, but the Coyotes get the offensive rebound and get another shot up from distance and no good again. As Carson rips that down, 3 Coyotes trying to grab that ball from her, and
looks like she's going to travel there. They'll turn it over.
Slid the foot.
We do have our live stats up now, so we'll just run through it a little bit. Ellie Caillou leading the way for the Chargers with 9 points. Paya Carson right behind her with 8 points and 4 boards.
Hunter with the ball. Sorry, Dan.
No, you're fine. Montgomery Wardenberg leading the way for the Coyotes with 7 points, and Asia Borg right behind her with 6.
Hunter, 3 ball, no. Go, yells Coach Diedrich to Ellison. She's going all the way and throws up a left-handed hopeful shot. That doesn't go. Good hustle by Graywall to get back and deflect that out of bounds. That would have been a Coyotes 2-on-0. Chargers looking for their first win on home court. The Coyotes looking for their first win on the road. They're playing well so far. Another 3 balls up for the Coyotes, and I'm curious to pull up that stat, Dan. How many 3 balls have gone up for the Coyotes so far in this one?
3 for 15 right now, 20% clip as Grewal misses a 3. Carson again on the offensive glass.
Good hustle by Carson. That one almost hit the shot clock. A good job by the referee not to blow that down. It was very close to going out of bounds above the backboard. Coyotes inside, try their luck at a 2-pointer, and it's no good.
And look who it is again on the glass. Carson pulling down, I think that was her 7th board already tonight, 6th or 7th.
Chargers playing good defense. Kaio getting to her right hand, a pretty good look, doesn't go. Back comes Hunter. Hunter has a Coyote with her. Passes no good. And it's Bilski collecting the rebound. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. 1 point game. Chargers looking to take the lead. It's Ellison in the corner. Back rim, just missed. And that one goes right to Bilski, and she rips it.
Jump ball. Camosun's going to keep possession there due to the arrow. Another offensive board, basically, for the Chargers there. Conda Diep going to check in here in the second quarter, see if she can get some good minutes.
I'd like to see Diop get some touches down low here. Ellison kicks it, good pass. Diop in the high post, working inside, goes to her left, and one!
Really good job there from Diop using her body, creating a little bit of space, and then baiting the foul. And now she'll get a chance to make three the hard way.
Chargers take the lead here in the second quarter with a beautiful move by Diop, right off the bench.
Yeah, doing exactly what you asked for, Dill. Like to see her get some touches in the low post there. She started in the high post, made her move, and got three.
Coyotes might have got away with a bit of a carry there on the side of the body. No call on the layup's good.
Still very critical of the referees early here tonight.
Hey, these are, oh, there's a three ball. Kyo drills it. These referees, very good referees. They do a very good job.
4 3-pointers here for Caillou already. She's got 12 points to lead all scorers.
Coyotes can't connect. It's loose and it's gonna go out of bounds, but we got another foul on the play. But it's interesting, Dan, I know a lot of people watching, and myself included, and yourself, we watch the NBA a lot.
Yep.
We watch professional leagues that they have the opportunity to review, to slow things down, to challenge. These refs see it in one speed.
Yeah.
And it's a fast speed, and it's a fast game. But it's funny to think, I always think about this, what if there was a review at this level, and how much it would impact the game, because we've seen it impact the NBA so much. So many plays are overturned and changed, and challenges are won, and it really has changed the game. I don't think they're going to be bringing it to the PACWEST anytime soon, but it's been quite the difference in the NBA watching this more modern game.
As I said earlier, we are going to get 5 full minutes of bonus from the Chargers. See how aggressive they are here. See if they can get to the line and get a lot of freebies.
Coyotes to inbound. Good cut there. Ball's worked around. Montgomery Reed, pump fake, gets space, throws it up. Might have been bumped by Diop. No call. She looks at the ref. Doesn't get anything. Graywall back the other way. Kicks it to the trailer and Karsten. And she traveled. Unfortunately, a good push by the Chargers to work it around, but Karsten travels. Chargers turn it over, and Coyotes will try their luck.
Yeah, Chargers having a fantastic second quarter here, leading the way 18-6 in this second quarter to turn the game around.
That was a really good quarter for the Chargers. And they get another stop. It's Diop battling inside and bump and drawing the foul. Good effort by Diop to go for that defensive rebound.
Yeah, you know, if I'm the Coyotes at this point, I'm not super concerned with the looks they're getting. It seems like they're just missing some good looks, so the shots are there. Probably want to cut down on the fouling and get some of these shots to go, but they are getting good looks at the hoop, though.
Absolutely. I've liked the way the Coyotes have played. You know, 2 teams coming in losers of 9 in a row. This doesn't look like 2 teams that have lost 9 in a row. It's a fresh start, a fresh year, and I think both teams are excited to put the past in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. Diop doing a good job at the line here tonight. That is going to make her jinx on my part, but she is 3 for 4 to start the night. Sorry, 4 for 5 to start the night, and then I had to say something to her.
Chargers now up 35-29, a terrific bounce back quarter after being down early. I mean, a quarter and a half now after being down early. Karsten, in, out.
Yeah, these free throws are going to start to rack up as well. Already shot 13 here in the midway part of the second quarter. So
Karsten at the line, no good. As Brookhausen adds to her offensive rebound total, and it's out of bounds, Chargers ball. Totally off topic, but if you are a Canucks fan watching, the Canucks down 2-0 are going to lose to the Carolina Hurricanes. Just check the score. I'm a big Canucks fan there.
Yeah, did you just check the score?
Been keeping an eye on it. Here come the Coyotes. Hunter with it. Guarded by Bilski. Good defense, but there's an open Coyote, and she makes the Chargers pay.
Yeah, the second defender comes. She finds the open
Mulaney
under the hoop for an easy two. Speaking of under the hoop for an easy two.
Karsten can't get that two to go, and it's out of bounds. Where the Chargers will get a second chance at it here. Tough miss by Karsten.
Yeah.
Diop inside, gets it stripped. Montgomery Wardenberg on the break, back to Hunter. Hunter back to Montgomery Wardenberg. Three ball, drills it all the way from the Okanagan.
10 points for her early here on 4 of 5 shooting. Just hit a couple of threes to go with that 4 of 5.
Great start to this game by Montgomery Wardenberg as Graywall gets inside.
Little Euro step there, get the 2. Faith Hunter down.
Here comes the Coyotes. Like I was saying earlier, Dan, they just go.
Frantic pace for sure
They
tonight.
get it in and they go. 37-34. Chargers have the lead. 3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the half, and we got a timeout on the play. We'll take a quick break and be back with the remainder of the second quarter. Chargers shooting the ball well, Dan. 7 for 17 from three-point land. And the Okanagan Coyotes, 4 of 18 from downtown. So a lot of three balls are going up for both teams in tonight's action.
Yeah, I would say the difference so far tonight is the amount of free throws that the Chargers have gotten to shoot and their success from deep.
Second foul shot's good at the line. 2-point game here. Bilski on the break, passes to Brookhausen, and she scores it. Sorry, that's Ellison. Ellison gets the bucket off the Bilski assist. The Chargers now lead by 4.
Yeah, that's going to be the first bucket of the season for Ellison, getting going here on her first night as a Charger in this semester.
We got a foul on the play. The Chargers seem to be picking those fouls up on the 3rd or 4th slide, putting in good effort on defense. Just can't stick with the offensive player long enough. Okanagan 5 of 8 from the free throw line, and the Chargers 10 of 15. 15 shots at the foul line. It's a solid amount, showing their aggression, looking for their first win at home. They want it bad. Good defensive pressure there by the Chargers, creating the turnover. Kayo back in the game. Checking out is Karsten. Graywall running the point. A dangerous pass gets to Ellison. Ellison then throws it away, and the Coyotes are going to push. And they are frantic with the ball as well, and it's turned over. The Chargers get it back.
Yeah, I think if I'm Ellison there, one more dribble, make that defender come at you. If they don't, you're just going to the hoop the whole time.
8 turnovers now for the Coyotes, 13 for the Chargers. Graywall crosses again, dancing at the top. Bilski has it. There's Brookhausen getting into the paint, throws up the floater. It's off right, but a pretty good look. I'd like to see her get to 2 feet there.
Yeah.
Instead of the runner. It's a difficult shot to make. Brookhausen on the defensive glass. She's averaging 5 rebounds a game. It's Graywall. Speedster in transition, kicks it to the corner, and it's Kaio in and out. Gets her own rebound. Has a open Ellison. Ellison contact, no call. Gets her own rebound, tries to throw it up. And it's blocked by the Coyotes. Good defensive pressure down low by the Coyotes to make sure Ellison had nothing. Graywall trying to get this steal. And she's going to get called for the reach in as she's reaching in for with 2 hands. She wants a sub. Looks like she called to the bench for the sub, and Chargers don't look too urgent to get her one. Oh, there we go. Jordan Creed's going to check in. Abby Ellison, her first game with the Chargers tonight. A lot of nerves, I'm sure. It's kind of like her own home opener. Sorry. It's my home opener too, apparently. And I'd like to see her just stay calm. You know, you don't have to throw the shot right back up. You got 2 bigs around you, and you're doing such good work getting the offensive rebound. But take your time, take care of the ball, and make sure you put up a really high percentage shot when you're inside the paint. And if you don't have it, kick it out to your teammates, reset. Especially the way the Chargers are playing right now with all the defenders collapsed on the offensive rebounder. The Chargers could get some open threes off those offensive rebounds. Preet thought about it. Ellison's open. She's going to shoot it. And it's off back rim. Loose. Good battle by Karsten. And then the Coyotes turn it over. And the Chargers get it back. Moving it around. It's Brookhausen from downtown. And it's short. And back come the Coyotes. Chargers, really important to get a safety back. As soon as a shot goes up, they need someone back in transition. If not 2 of the guards back in transition to slow down this Coyotes' frantic pace.
I would say for both teams, probably a little bit too much of the 3-pointer at this point. Maybe get into the paint a little bit more. I guess that is kind of how basketball is now. A lot of just 3-pointers and
modern basketball, right? But
the old head in me wants us to get to the paint just a little bit more.
And there's a paint touch and a paint bucket.
A good pass off the inbound there.
Wardenberg another bucket, and she's leading the way for the Coyotes. And we got 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Preet, corner 3. Just short. Offensive rebound by Brookhausen. Dribbles it back out, finds the cutter, and Ellison, and 1.
Good cut there from Ellison. Great job from Brookhausen. Gets the offensive board, makes a great pass with an easy 2 and 1. She'll try and make it 3.
Great IQ by Ellison there, just to know to cut. Gets herself open. Brookhausen doing the hard, dirty work as she almost gets another offensive rebound off the free throw. Coyotes back in transition. And we got a charge on the play. It's Preet drawing the offensive foul.
Camosun is doing an absolutely phenomenal job on the glass. They already have 31 total rebounds as we see the last, or what should be the last possession of the half.
Turned over and a foul, and that's what we talked about in the first quarter, the compiling mistakes. Both teams have done it tonight. Chargers do it there late in the second quarter, up 4. And you'd like to see them really take care of the ball when they have the opportunity for the last shot, but they get lucky there.
15 of those rebounds that I mentioned offensive for Camosun. Wow. Just absolutely killing them on the offensive glass.
And they're one of the top offensive, one of the top rebounding teams in the league.
Gonna have to put it up.
2 seconds. A prayer by Kaio. Turnaround is short. And the Chargers will take a 3-point lead into the half. And the way this one started, I think they're going to take it. Chargers. Coyotes. We'll take a break for half. We'll be back in the third quarter.
What is your path? Your path can be long. It can be short, winding, or straight. Sometimes it takes you on unknown, rough, and hilly terrain, and sometimes it's familiar, smooth, and flat. What a path does best is take you from where you are to where you want to be. And, like most journeys, it helps to have a friendly face with you. At Camosun College, we walk with you, with respect and honor, helping you go through the obstacles in your way, or cheering as you move out front and forge your own path. And always, no matter what path you take, we'll be there with you. Your path to community. Your path to creativity. Your path to opportunity. Your path to success. Camosun College.
That's
second half is here. Third quarter action coming up next. We're going to go over the out-of-town scoreboard. Not a long list tonight, Dan. What do you got?
Yeah, not much to tell you tonight. Douglas and Langara is our only other game at half. Douglas up 52-36 over Langara. Could have some interesting implications between that game, though. Langara only one game ahead of Camosun, I think, when I looked at the standings. So that's another team that's also battling for that sixth and final PACWEST playoff berth. So some implications for both the teams playing tonight, but Douglas ahead pretty big at half.
So just looking at some stats from the first half, and I want to point this out. Bilski, 11 minutes played, 0 turnovers. And Jordan Preet, 7 minutes played, 0 turnovers. The only two Chargers with 0 turnovers so far. As Montgomery Reed starts the second half like she did the first, knocking out a triple from deep. Chargers break the pressure. Carson falls. Diop out to Ellison. Ellison driving in again, and no call on the play, or was there a late call?
I think we're just out of bounds still.
We're just out of bounds.
Montgomery Reed's got a quick trigger. It doesn't look, you can't tell that she's about to shoot it, but she gets it off from just about anywhere.
It almost looks like she's about to pass a lob pass in and then puts it up as a shot. It's a unique form, but it's obviously working out pretty well for her as the Chargers turn it over.
Interesting to see Diop starting the second half for the Chargers, a change from the starters in the game start.
Diop, well, she scored 20 points in one of the matchups against the Coyotes in the first half. As the 3 balls missed. 8 of 12 from the line was Diop in that game, 6 of 9 from the field. So maybe coach has a bit of a hunch here in the second half to get Diop going, because she is playing well offensively.
Yep.
Just has those 4 turnovers that she'd probably want back. Inside floater is good.
You mentioned it while we were waiting in the break, as Graywall's on the break here, to Diop for the easy 2.
There she is,
we do
Diop.
have a little bit of a triple-double watch here with Faith Hunter. She just got the 2 to go. She's got 6 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds here early in the second half. So we'll keep an eye on that as we go.
We got a whistle on the play. The
shot's not going to count.
Pointer won't count by Montgomery Reed. She wants it to count, obviously. So having a chuckle with the Camosun bench. Some familiar faces, perhaps. And the refs are talking it over, and we'll see what the call is.
I don't know if we had a little bit of a shot clock malfunction there or what it might have been, but
definitely looks like something at the table.
Might have some blood on one of the players. I don't know. It looks like Faith Hunter just checked out.
Nonetheless, the Coyotes have the ball here in the third quarter. Nice dump pass inside, and the layup's good. Montgomery Wardenberg with another bucket, and the Chargers almost turn it over, but Carson collects it, and Graywall fights for it back. They are almost turning it over, but the second effort is getting it back. Carson inside. Loses it, and there's the turnover. The Coyotes with terrific pressure on the defensive end. Montgomery Reed passes up. Gets it back as the Chargers set up on defense. Diop on the ball. She's beat, but Montgomery Reed turns it over right to Karsten. She says, thank you very much, and back come the Chargers. Transition look for Graywall's long. And the Coyotes now will control. A lot of three-pointers going up in this game, Dan.
Both teams letting it fly from 3 here tonight.
Pump fake all the way to the hoop. Great take, great game for Montgomery Wardenberg.
Exactly. She's playing great tonight. I think that makes her 7 of 8 for 16 points, if it'll update for me here.
Skip pass. Graywall driving in, finds Diop at the free throw line. The shot's off the back rim and off. Good look for the Chargers, though. Right in the middle of the court was Diop for a nice little jumper, but it doesn't go. Close to being out of bounds here on the baseline. It's turned over. Carson with another steal. Both teams turning it over. Both teams putting up a lot of threes. Diop throws it inside off hands. It's Caillot collecting the loose change, but she gets blocked. Montgomery Reed has it. Diop playing her tight.
We'll let it fly from anywhere. We've seen that already.
Montgomery Reed driving in, a back cut by Montgomery Wardenberg. And a nice little shot there by Borg, and she's on the score sheet here in the second half. Chargers turn it over again. They now trail 49-43, Dan. That happened quickly.
Yeah, Okanagan off to an 11-2 run here to start the second half here in that third quarter, something that the Chargers need to get on top of before it gets out of hand.
Chargers
game of runs.
Slipped in focus here so far in the second half. But they're right in this ball game. And like we've talked about, if you're just joining with us, this is a big ball game and has serious playoff implications. Diop inside, draws the foul, will head back to the line. And that's what she needs to be doing.
Being aggressive. She likes to go to her right, spin to her left, and get that shot off. Second time we've seen her make that move and go to the line after, so we'll see if she can take advantage of the two free ones.
4 for 5 from the free throw line tonight. Diop misses that one. Now 4 of 6. Has 5 rebounds, 8 points, 2 of 4 from the field, but she's doing a really good job just getting to the line, using her skill to get inside as she collects the second shot at the foul line.
Yeah, she's dangerous from down there. She can create on the pass and she can create on the shot, so like to see her getting aggressive in the post. As we see Faith Hunter make a good pass to Montgomery Wardenberg again. She's got 18 points on 8 of 9 shooting here.
Bilski, 3-ball, no. Rebound, no. Diop rebound, no. Chargers all over it. Can't collect it, but good second, third, and fourth effort by the Chargers. They will talk things over. A little bit of a run to start the third quarter for the Coyotes. Chargers are going to see what they need to adjust to stick in this game down 51-44. Coyotes on a 13-3 run to start this second half. Chargers need a stop. They need to stop the bleeding. Bilski in for the Chargers. Graywall gets beat to the left. Carson, good help, but they leave the ball handler and she just knocks down the shot. Both players left the ball, and that's a big no-no, especially with Montgomery Wardenberg.
Yeah, simply not missing shots here tonight. That makes her 9 of 10 for 20 points.
Just a bit of a miscommunication from the Chargers players there to leave the ball, the open shooter. That's not the person you want to leave open. Like
Dylan, what's it like to be on a run like that? I mean, being a shooter yourself, 9 of 10, it seems like everything you shoot, as the Camosun misses a jumper there, is going in. How does that feel when you're out there?
Well, I don't have too many examples, Dan, but you know, I had a couple of runs in my career. You just feel it. You get that flow, right? And you start to just feel like that you're just oozing confidence, and it feels easy. It feels like the rim is twice the size. It's like a hula hoop. And when your shot's feeling like that, you just feel like you can't miss. And Montgomery Wardenberg is in that flow right now. Diop in the low block. Good defense by Montgomery Reed. She's going to lead the break. Dribbling with her right, out of bounds, and the Chargers will get it back. kind of got herself in trouble there, just dribbling closer and closer to the sideline. And with a little bit too much speed, loses it out of bounds. And the Chargers will take the gift given by Montgomery Reed. Karsten kicks it. Bilski has a baseline cutter in Graywall. She's going to use the screen by Diop, get right into the paint with a little jumper, no good. But I like the look and the action by the Chargers.
Yeah, just looking at the schedule here as well, Dill, Camosun going to be on the road for quite some time here after this weekend. Aren't playing at home again until February 7th when Douglas is going to come to town. So they're getting ready to go on a little bit of a road trip here.
Karsten has it up top. Into the paint. Graywall coming off the curl, and she's fouled and will head to the line.
I think she got bailed out a little bit there. The spacing wasn't too good. Dribbling into your own teammate there wasn't a lot of space, but she will go to the line to shoot two, and we're going to see a technical foul here given to the Coyotes coach. Didn't see what happened, but it did seem like a pretty quick trigger. Maybe the frustration boiling over after all those free throws that Camosun has gotten to shoot tonight.
He's still not happy, making his case heard.
Yeah, I feel like after you get the tech, you get a little bit of time to really say what you want to, and then that's enough. But they did miss the technical free throw there. Grewall's going to shoot two here regardless.
Like to see the Chargers, when they do drive, to get 2 feet and go up. 2 feet. And you hear it all the time. Coaches will always say it. But if you're trying to throw up a shot off 1 foot, falling away from the hoop, the result's probably not going to be there. The process isn't good either. Luckily there, get a bit of a bailout.
That makes good on 2 of the 3 that she shot. 74% from the line this season coming into tonight. Looks like Brookhausen and Kayo checking back in for the Chargers.
Good defense there by Graywall to stop the backdoor cut.
Blocked by Brookhausen.
Blocked by Brookhausen. It's off for Noggin, out of bounds, and the Coyotes will get it back. Good defensive effort, though, by Brookhausen. She's everywhere. When she gets on the floor, you notice her right away.
Yeah, not doing much on the offensive end, but she is certainly making her presence felt. She has 9 boards, that block there. I'm sure 4 or 5 of those boards are on the offensive end, so certainly making things happen as Karsten almost comes up with a steal of her own.
That's a really good read by Karsten to go early on the help. She saw the pass looping high and went after it. And deflects it out of bounds, but almost came up with the steal.
See what the Coyotes can do here on the baseline out of bounds. They've been successful a few times. Doesn't look like much doing here,
They
though.
look pretty trapped.
Yeah.
Bilski gets the steal. The Coyotes, I don't know what play they're trying to run there, but it looked like 4 players standing still at the end of it, couldn't get it in.
2 for 2 on the commentator's jinx as
Kayo through the contact. And the Chargers down 5. Need to compile stops here on the defensive end of the floor.
High
3 ball.
arcing.
Way up there. That one
That
near
one
the rafters.
was a rainmaker.
Graywall. Kayo, space. Drills it. Kayo gets the Chargers back into this one. Stuck 2. We'll take a break. Coyotes call a timeout. And we'll be back with more action. So just looking at some more stats, well, we have a second 3-point field goals. We've talked about it, but it's 26 have been thrown up by the Chargers, 24 for the Coyotes.
Chargers on a little bit of a 5-0 run here, thanks to Ellie Kaya after that three-pointer and the two that she hit just before that. Need another stop. Good steal there by Karsten, and she's going to push the ball.
Chargers get the stop they're looking for. Stuck 2 here in the third quarter. And a foul on the play.
Offensive foul. It's going to go on Karsten.
Karsten called for the moving screen.
Interesting moving screen when you have the ball to me, but that's the way it's going to go tonight.
I kind of missed that one. I didn't really see what happened, so I'm not.
A little bit of a dribble handoff, but it is what it is. We'll play on.
3 ball. Does not go for Chloe Hunter. Graywall has it. Pressure from the Coyotes in the full court, and a foul on the play. A blocking foul on the play. I missed that as well.
Yeah, Chloe Hunter, I think that's going to be her 4th personal here.
Well, it's good to be back, Dan. Friday night basketball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chargers in a good game here against the Coyotes, and then playing next against a Coyotes team that has struggled this season. We'll see what they come out of the second half with. A couple new additions for the men's Coyotes team.
Yeah, I was looking at the sheet earlier today. It does look like it's going to be a lot of new faces for the Coyotes men's team as we get a jump ball here, and the Coyotes will take back possession. Yeah, Monday night I was kind of getting ready for bed, and I said, oh, we get to do broadcasting this weekend. So, yeah, it was a welcome surprise that I had kind of forgotten about. Happy to be here again with you as the Coyotes turn the ball over. Camosun's going to take it the other way.
It came back quick. The new year, it seemed like the year flipped, and then all of a sudden, everything came back. Work came back, and the holidays were good, though. And for these players, hopefully a good opportunity to reset, especially for these two teams.
Don't like to see that. Karsten laying on the ground. She was grabbing her ankle and hasn't gotten up since. We're going to have a timeout here on the floor. Might have been a bit of a twisted ankle. She is walking it off pretty good. Hopefully that's nothing too serious. Looks like she wants to stay in the game. I don't know if we're allowed to if we stop the time, though.
She's going to leave the game. Diop's going to check in. Carson's going to get looked at. Looked like a right ankle. She is walking okay.
Yeah, nodding her head as she walks away. I think when we stop time, though, for an injury, that player does have to leave the floor. I think if we had it her way, she would have stayed out there, but we'll see if she comes back. We'll visit that in just a moment as the Chargers turn it over again.
Coyotes, terrific pressure. Chargers, 24 turnovers. The story of the season. What if they could just take care of the ball just a little bit better? Coyote the other way, off her foot, another turnover. The Chargers, they just need to care for the ball a bit more. This is getting out of hand. Coyotes come back, miss the 3, and the Chargers get the rebound.
Yeah, Montgomery Waterberg finally misses a shot there for the Coyotes.
And it was close, and it could have really made the Chargers pay. They got to take care of the ball. It's got to be the biggest emphasis, and that's a nice play there. Diop to Brookhausen inside. The Chargers tie the game at 53.
Yeah, nice little curl there. Find from Conda. Deep 3 here from the Coyotes. Nothing to touch there. But yeah, good pass from Conda Diop to Jordan Brookhausen for the 2.
Chargers are tied 53-53 with 25 turnovers. So you don't want to dwell on it, and you want to move on, and you've got to try to learn from it. And these players are, as Graywall misses the left-handed runner, the players are gaining this experience, but at some point, they just got to take care of it. 25 turnovers. And this is like we said earlier, a fight for a playoff spot.
Yeah.
This is a fight to play extra basketball. And if you've ever been part of team sports, every game you get to play that's extra. And every trip, as Montgomery Wardenberg scores again, and the lead goes to the Coyotes with 20 seconds. We'll get back to my point in a minute here during the break. Brookhausen's fouled on the jumper with 14 seconds left. They had an opportunity to kind of take the last shot. Brookhausen found herself open, and
Yeah, Dill, this could be a really big game. When we looked at the out-of-town scoreboard, Langara was trailing by 20 to Douglas. They are a 3-win team right now as well. So if Camosun was able to pull out this game, that's going to tie them for a 5th place spot, and that's one step closer to the ultimate goal, which is for all the teams going to be the PACWEST playoffs, right?
And you really want to avoid the pressure down the stretch. You don't want it to come to the last game. You want to be able to work on some things in those last games, prep yourself for playoffs, and not have to stress about squeezing in. 10 seconds to go. Coyotes are in trouble. 3 seconds. Montgomery Reed with the ball. She's going to heave it up. A prayer is no good. Rebounded by Brookhausen. And that is the end of the quarter.
I have a fun one down the stretch here, Dill.
We'll stay right here for a bit, Dan. I think we got a pretty good conversation going just about the playoffs. I mean, for me as a player, when I played, I was fortunate enough not to be in too many situations where we were worried about making the playoffs in the PACWEST. But this is a big weekend for the Chargers. This is an opportunity for this home team on home court to get their first home win of the season and to start 2025 on a good note and to get the tiebreaker over one of the teams that they're going to possibly be battling out in the fight for the playoffs.
Yeah, and on the flip side of that, another huge weekend for the Coyotes as well, right? They win this game. They're tied with Camosun and up in the series 2-1. So both these teams are looking to do the same thing. And just looking at it right now, it looks like Douglas is going to hold on against Langara. So that team is certainly in the sights for both of these teams. And yeah, not only getting your game right down the stretch, but not having to worry about it. You also have the ability to get your bodies right too. It's a long season. People are going to be beat up at the end of the season, and not having to play those huge minutes towards the end of the season can really pay off when it does come time to play in the playoffs, right?
And for a player that has fun playing basketball and has fun being on a team, the provincial tournament, it's a trip. It's a 2-night stay. You get a chance to grow and experience playoff basketball and spend time together as a team, and those moments are massive for the development of players and teams. So for the Chargers, just to start to realize that and start to understand, and same for the Coyotes.
Yep.
That last weekend, that means something. Coyotes were there last year. They were one of the better teams in that tournament, and they're just not at that point right now, and neither are the Chargers, but the playoff stretch is right ahead of us. This matchup is massive. This weekend is massive. So we'll see what happens here in the fourth quarter in a 1-point game. It's whoever wants it more is going to get this win. And we'll see what kind of fight the Chargers have on the home court. And we'll see what kind of fight the Coyotes are bringing to the road. 55-54. Coyotes hold a 1-point lead over the Chargers. Chargers with the ball. Diop gets it back to Bilski. Brookhausen in the corner. Dribbles out of that corner and turns it over. Here come the Coyotes in transition. Floater. No good. It's loose. And
I don't think so.
It was called
out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Top of the backboard for me still important.
That just hit the top of the backboard.
Yep.
Fortunate break for the Chargers, but they don't do anything with it and turn it over. Close play on the sideline, might have been out of bounds. That's hard to see. And the Coyotes make the Chargers pay. It's Faith Hunter.
Really tough take from Faith Hunter there. Hasn't been her most efficient game, but she's still certainly making her presence felt elsewhere as well.
Brookhausen, yes! Brookhausen with a big three and ties the game at 57.
That is a double-double for Jordan Brookhausen. She now has 10 points to go along with those 10 rebounds, as it looks like we have an injured coyote on the floor.
Looks
again,
like Montgomery Reed with an ankle.
Never like to see that. Hope that everything is okay.
And it looks like it's her left ankle. She's going to tie up that shoe, see how it feels. Coach is with her. And a good opportunity for the Chargers to talk over the Coyotes as well. Coyotes short on numbers on the road trip. Just 8 players. So down the stretch, this is a chance for the Coyotes players to rest, and hopefully Montgomery Reed is okay. She's going to head to the bench, though. And it looks like she's going to be subbed out. So similar to Carson, she will leave the game. We'll see if she comes back. Carson has returned for the Chargers, and we'll keep an eye on Montgomery Reed who's been an impact player here for the Coyotes with 7 points and 4 rebounds to go with 3 assists. Coyotes, Chargers tied here in the fourth, 9 minutes to go. Hunter inside is fouled, and she will head to the line. And the Coyotes earning another trip back to the charity stripe tonight. They are 6 of 10 from the line, 60%, looking to improve on that.
Yeah, Faith Hunter herself taking 6 of those free throws, make it 7, and she's 5 for 7.
Coyotes 11 free throw attempts tonight. The Chargers 23. They are doing a lot of good things. But those turnovers, Dan, I can't emphasize it enough. It's
yeah, it seems like we're saying it every time.
Yeah, we just keep saying it, but imagine where they'd be. Faith Hunter.
Big 4-point swing there off the offensive rebound and made 3.
Chargers get it over there. Bilski has it. Inside, Carson's wide open, turns, shoots, and scores it.
Good to see Carson back on the floor. That's going to be a double-double for her. 10 and 10 rebounds and points for her as well.
Carson, good defense on the perimeter. A 3-ball's on the way, loose. Graywall fighting. And a jump ball on the play. It's going to be Coyotes' ball. Montgomery Wardenberg missed that 3, so she's cooled off a little here, Dan, since we spoke about her hot shooting.
10 of 13 still, but yes, the past couple of shots haven't gone her way.
Hunter tries to go up, and Brookhausen with the foul. Didn't seem like Hunter had many places to go there. Was just hoping for a foul, and she got it.
A little bit of a bailout, and she'll go back to the line.
But if you're Brookhausen there, you just got to play straight up.
Absolutely. Don't give the official anything to see. Got to be vertical there, like you said.
Try not to expose the hips. When the hips get too close, it's pretty easy to get around and draw a foul on the block. 61-59. Ball rattles around and no good. Good job by Ellison to run in there and grab that rebound. And the Chargers get lucky with 2 missed foul shots by Hunter. Chargers with the ball. Kayo has it. Bounce pass inside to Carson, and she's fouled and will head to the line for the Chargers' 24th and 25th attempt of the game.
Yeah, that is just prototypical basketball there. A little high screen and roll, hit the roller, go to the rack, and now we'll shoot 2 for free, where Carson is, like I said, 80+% on the season.
I'm going to blame that miss on Dan Phillips.
3 for me tonight.
Karsten, 3 of 7 from the line tonight, and all 4 misses are Dan's fault. She hits that one though, and it's a 1-point game, Dan. Chargers right in it despite the turnovers.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of things well tonight for sure. They're forcing a lot of turnovers as well.
There's a good defensive stand by the Chargers, and they'll go back the other way. It's Ellison for 3. It's up and almost in. Bilski with the offensive rebound. It's loose. Coyotes come up with it. Good defense from behind. On the break is Hunter, and she scores it. And 1. What a finish.
Yeah, don't look now. She now has 14 points to go along with her 6 rebounds and 7 assists. Making her presence felt here in the late goings. She is their leading scorer on the season, so no surprise.
Silences this Chargers crowd, 63-60. At the line, she connects. 4-point lead by the Coyotes. Chargers, we'll see what they can do to get it over. Kayo, pressured, doubled, and push. Dribbling to the sideline is just, there's just no room over there, and luckily there was a foul on the play, but that was very close to just being a ball lost out of bounds again for the Chargers. And another turnover from the Chargers. Burden, left hand.
6-point lead now for the Coyotes.
Graywall throws it up to Carson, gets through the double and throws it away. And the Chargers just struggling to take care of the ball. A little bit too frantic. They're trying to do the right thing. They're trying to make the play.
Absolutely, that is the pass. I mean, Coyotes, a free layup there.
Absolutely.
If the pass is made, for sure.
It's just off, and the Chargers now have to really work on defense. And it's Hunter, the point guard, with the offensive rebound. She might have got away with a travel, but throws it out of bounds. As Hunter getting in there and getting on the offensive glass, and that just can't happen here in the fourth quarter for the Chargers. One Coyote in there ends up with the offensive rebound. Coyote back the other way for the Chargers, still right in this game. Graywall for three, no good. And it's Hunter on the defensive glass. And you can really see the Chargers' potential, how good they could be. And perhaps they will get there this season. We will see, but they got to go through the Coyotes first.
Yeah, nice move there by Chahal. Put the ball on the ground. Get yourself open for an easy 2 under the hoop.
Pre has it. Gets to her spot and gets blocked by Montgomery Reed back into the game. And doesn't have time for that jump shot from Pre.
Need a couple of stops if you're Camosun here.
A kick. Burden driving into the paint. She loses it. And it's going to be Okanagan ball. Diop checking back into the game. And with under 6 minutes to go, they're going to need her offense down 8. We'll take a quick timeout and be back with the fourth quarter. Chargers trailing by 8. It's gut check time here in the fourth quarter, Dan.
Yeah, 5 minutes, still enough time to make a move. This is and has been a game of runs, so they are still certainly capable of going on that run, but it all starts with stops and taking care of the ball, Bill.
5:52 to go, and the Chargers need a stop as Montgomery Reed has it. Burden, pump fake, pull up. No good. Diop hustling in for the rebound. A good effort by her. She's going to push it. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Graywall. Graywall says, we're good. Calm down. Graywall driving right, going off 1 foot, and gets fouled. That's one of those plays, Dan. It would have been a tough shot to put up, but Graywall earns the foul with the good attack to the hoop. Graywall at the line, good. On her first 7-point game, despite 30 turnovers by the Chargers. 6-point game. Coyotes 23 points off those turnovers. It's actually not too bad considering. Hunter from deep.
Man, when she shoots, it rains. She has a lot of arc on her shots. Free throws, threes, everything.
Drills it. The Coyotes in control here in the fourth. And the Chargers almost lose that one. It's deflected out of bounds. 5:11 to go.
I think Faith Hunter had 2 points at half. Let me look. 4 points at half. She has 18 points now to go along with her 8 boards and 7 assists.
Chargers doing a lot well in this game. And during the timeout, Dan, we were chatting about it. The Chargers, they're playing good basketball. They're capable of so much. Just those turnovers, those passes like that just aren't close. They aren't connecting. And I don't know if it's they're thinking about it or they're not feeling too confident when they pass the ball, but they're just not connecting.
I would say they're certainly thinking about it. It has been an issue all season here, so it's certainly in the back of their minds. It's just how do you get over it?
Montgomery Reed from deep, and it goes, and the Coyotes out to a demanding 12-point lead.
Don't look now, but it is 12 with 4:40 to play. This has got to go.
Kyo inside, turns it over. The bounce pass bounced too high. The Coyotes snag it and back the other way with a 12-point lead. And the Coyotes almost turn it over.
Yeah, I mean, Camosun's been able to force 20 turnovers as well, so they are doing things well. I don't know if I said the Coyotes, I meant Camosun. Tough
Montgomery
shot.
Reed, prayer, no good. Offensive rebound almost by the Coyotes. The Chargers didn't really go after it. Bilski had to come in and snag it. Here's Graywall with the ball. Graywall kicks it, Bilski. One more, Kyo, corner three. There's some good passing by the Chargers, no good. And an offensive rebound, Bilski, she's everywhere. And a jump ball.
Camosun will keep it here. Shot clock's gonna be reset to 14 seconds as if it were an offensive rebound.
A great effort there by Bilski, great all-around game. Just nice to have a calming presence, as we spoke about earlier, the fourth year. Just a leader on the floor by her example. It's what the Chargers have needed. However, those 32 turnovers now, resulting in 26 points for the Coyotes, have been the difference. Bilski, three ball, good.
This one
answers back.
Had to have that one, Dill. Cut it to 9 here, need a stop.
It's not over yet, anything can happen. Chargers energy in the building is rising. Chargers on defense need a stop. Coyotes trying to silence the home crowd. It's off, rebounded by Graywall, and she's gonna lead the break herself. 1-on-4. Graywall, smart decision to pull it back. Finds Bilski. Bilski just hit one. Diop loses it for a second, gets it back. Got to be strong with the ball down the stretch, almost loses it again. Karsten inside left hand, scores it. 7-point game, the Chargers are right back in it.
But it's gonna stick to what they can do on the defensive end. They need to keep getting stops.
Coyotes skip pass, dangerous pass. Lost out of bounds, Chargers basketball. Ball comes into the booth. Stacy gets it.
Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't get that, because that ball goes to the rim if you get it. Timeout on the floor here. Chargers running back here. 7-point game. 74 Coyotes, 67 Chargers. We'll be right back in about 30 seconds.
Here we go, Dan. 74-67, Coyotes have the lead. Chargers with the momentum. 2:57 to go.
Still tons of time for the Chargers to make that push. It's all going to matter about getting stops and taking care of the basketball. No mistakes from here.
Chargers 49 rebounds. A terrific job on the glass, both sides. Kyo has it. Chargers crowded that side of the floor. Diop has it in her office. Diop driving in, left hand, hits the bottom of the rim. Wanted a foul, got a little bit too deep. Needed to use the glass a bit.
Went back to her favorite
outside
move there, which is spinning left. Was open, but like you said, too deep. No space to make a shot.
Hunter has it. A terrific game for her. And the Coyotes back cut. Graywall jump for the steal, I guess, and the player went backdoor for the big layup for the Coyotes. Graywall now pushing ahead. What a pass by Graywall to Kayo. No, Diop, offensive rebound. She's fouled. It'll stop the clock. Diop will head to the free throw line, and that's exactly what the Chargers need down the stretch here. Graywall took a hard fall making that pass.
I think that's going to be baseline out of bounds. I don't know that she was shooting. We're not in the bonus yet. One more until we're in the bonus, but still Chargers basketball regardless. Baseline out of bounds.
So it was on the ground. Hard to see from down here in the opposite corner. Men's team warming up behind us. Garrett Riley to make his return to the Chargers lineup.
Yeah, Eric Lees came over and gave love to everyone in the booth except me.
Diop inside, kicks it back to Carson. Kyle, big three on the way, no. Loose, and it's out of bounds. The Chargers are going to get it back. All from the hustle of Bilski. And the Chargers are going to call another timeout, 1:57 to go. And we're going to stay right here for a second or two and talk this one out. Dan, Chargers down by 9. What do they got to do to get back in this one?
Yeah, again, it's going to come on defense. At this point, we don't have a lot of time, so you got to be perfect everywhere. It wouldn't hurt if they got a 3 off the inbound here, but it's not something we need to do at this point. Just get a good look, get that basket, get back on D and make a stop.
We'll take a quick break and be back with the end of the fourth. All right, we're live. 1:57 to go in the fourth quarter. Dan, can the Chargers come back? Can the Coyotes close it out on the road?
Yeah, big possession here. A bucket goes a long way to getting back into this one.
Kayo steps out of bounds. And for a second there, she had her heel above the line, and it was not called. And then as soon as she went to move, she stepped out for another turnover for the Chargers as the Coyotes look to just use the clock as much as they can. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Montgomery Reed's just going to dribble around up there over to Hunter.
24 seconds for each shot for sure for the Coyotes down the stretch here. Travel.
And we got a travel, a little bit of a hop. Coach just says move on, get back. They are in control of this game with 1:40 to go. 9-point lead. What can the Chargers do? Can we see a miracle here at home? Chargers looking for their first home win. A dangerous pass into the middle, but it goes to Ellison to the corner. Brookhausen, 3-ball, no. And the Coyotes collect the rebound. And the Chargers look a bit deflated after that one.
Yeah, I think that's the play from Gerwal. I think we're probably at the point where it's almost extend the game time if we're going to. 120, 9 points. That's a steep hill to climb to me, especially the way that they've been shooting it down the stretch here.
Things can happen fast. Sure. The Chargers need a stop, but they are going to go ahead and start fouling, which could be beneficial here, but the person you don't want to foul is Montgomery Wardenberg. Terrific free throw shooter tonight.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the stats historically, this team isn't the greatest free throw shooters. So if we are going to extend the game, might as well do it while you still have some time here and see what happens. I mean, 1 of 2, that's a win, really, when we're trying to extend the game. But it's going to come down to you can't turn it over, and you got to make your shots.
Just a tough pass, and the Chargers just not taking care of the ball tonight, Dan, or this season. It's been the story of the season so far. They wanted to leave that story in 2024, but it has carried over now to 2025. I was looking at Montgomery Wardenberg. She was 0 of 0 from the line, so I had 100% on my notes. but she was actually 0%. She's 50% now after hitting 1 of 2, and Hunter to the line hits her first.
Yeah, Faith Hunter got a chance to get to the 20-point mark here tonight to go along with her 8 boards and 8 rebounds. She's going to have to live with 19-4 now. Jade Montgomery Wardenberg, huge for the Coyotes here tonight. 23 points on 10 of 13 shooting to lead the way of all scorers.
Chargers getting it up court. Karsten driving in. Kick it back to Bruckhausen for 3. Open. Drills it.
Maybe, Dill.
You never know. 8 points separate these two teams, and a little push from Karsten. And
yeah, I think that came down to she tried to foul before. The ref didn't call anything, and then at that point it's like, okay, what do I have to do to get the foul? And I think the two-handed shove was what Karsten went with there.
And you know what? The ref gives Karsten a bit of a break there. That could have been an unsporty. No play on the ball. But like you said, Dan, it looked like she already fouled her, and then the call was just made late. Montgomery Reed isn't too worried about the shove, but she wishes she hit that one. It's still an 8-point game. Time left, Dan. 51.9 seconds to go. Chargers do not need a 3. They could really extend this game if the Coyotes aren't going to hit shots, but they got to get the defensive rebound off those missed shots, those missed foul shots. They don't here. Coyotes get a second chance. Almost throw it away. Move it around. Good ball movement by the Coyotes. They're going to run out of time on the shot clock. It expires. Looks like the game clock ran for a couple seconds,
2 to 3,
Dan.
yeah.
And we'll see if the coaches realize that. They don't.
I think
it was 2 to 3 seconds there.
30 seconds, 8 points. I don't know that he is in tune with the clock here.
Have you ever heard of Tracy McGrady, Dan?
I have, but I don't think he's here tonight.
Bruckhausen, inside scoop shot, no. And Hunter gets the rebound, and she's fouled. And you're probably right, Dan. This game is likely all but over. If not fully over. And the Coyotes come into Camosun on the road, play a terrific road game, generate good looks.
It was an exciting game for us here tonight. You know,
it was.
First game of the new year. Faith Hunter, again, is going to have a chance to get to that 20-point mark. She now has 9 boards to go with those 8 assists. So fantastic game from her here tonight. I am killing it with the jinx.
We are just jinxing everyone. We may as well just say Chargers won't make an 8-0 run here to end it, man.
First right thing you said all night.
Never know. Here we go. Ellison, come on. Preet driving in, and she's blocked by Hunter. Doing it on both ends. And Dan, that's the ball game there. The Coyotes are going to just dribble this one out. They scored 27 points off 34 Chargers turnovers and win by 8 on the road. And they now lead the season series 2-1 and tie and take over that last playoff spot. The Chargers drop into 7th place, last place in the league. And a tough home court loss. The Coyotes pick up their first road win, a terrific road win. And the Chargers have to move on, refocus, and try to get the W tomorrow.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us on the broadcast. I'm Dylan, he's Dan. We hope you have a great night. If you're tuning in for the men's game, you'll hear from us soon.
Carson here. Tough game for us tonight. The effort was there. You played great. 13 and 10 for you here tonight. Hope the ankle's feeling okay. What can you guys do to get over the hump? We're right there all the time. What can we do?
Definitely clean up our defense.
Yeah.
I think we gave them a lot of easy runs, and they're 8 players to our 14,
Yeah.
so we really need to step it up tomorrow and clean up some things.
Absolutely. Big game for you guys tomorrow. A lot of playoff implications playing this team coming up. Looking at that 6th place team. Langara lost tonight as well, so they're right there with you. What can you guys do the rest of the way to push yourself into that 6th, maybe even 5th spot?
Yeah, I just think take it game by game, like every win counts, and we really need it.
Yeah. All right. Good luck the rest of the way. Thank you.
You.